or say exact translation is not possible. You know, exact translation is okay. For example, the small words are concerned like mat, cat, rat. Here you can give the exact translation because they are just plain words. So you can give translation. You can say mat means chatai, cat means billy, rat means chuha. But you do not always have these small words. These are just for the initial stages. Now, actual stage at the PG level, it's not easy to give you exact translation. I cannot teach you a poem in Hindi. No, it will lose its joy. We read poems for joy, for thrill. And if I'm teaching you a poem in Hindi, then the joy would be lost. The meaning would be lost. The intention of the poet would be lost. So a poem can only be taught in the same language it is written. Okay? Best be taught, I must say. The soul, dies. The poem is ruined if I teach you through the mother tongue. So, yes, I was telling you that as far as translation method is concerned, exact translation is not possible. Translation is indeed a very difficult task. It's not that easy. And you will not ask any Tom, Dick and Harry to translate, say, a story into English. No, it's not that easy. It's very difficult. Exact translation from one language to another is often not possible. You do not have one-to-one correspondent because no two languages are the same. A language is a result of various customs, traditions, patterns, and modes of behavior of a nation. And since these traditions, patterns, and modes of behavior differ from nation to nation, there are many terms in other languages which cannot be exactly translated into another language. Okay, you cannot have one-to-one correspondent in another language because traditions are different, customs are different, cultures are different. That's why words cannot be translated from one language to another. You cannot have exact translation. Besides, the meaning of a word, which fits in one context may be out of place in another context. A word may not suit in all the contexts. For example, okay, I'm giving you let's take a word table. Table. Now, the Hindi meaning of table, okay, this I don't know. Because I teach at a higher stage, at a higher level, so I'm not that good at drawing. Teachers at the school level, they are good at they are good at drawing. So forgive me here. I apologize. So what is it? Maze. If I'm telling you maze, okay, you can understand it. And if I'm making it, then also you can understand it. But table doesn't mean maze all the time. Okay? It doesn't mean maze all the time. Table can be like timetable. Okay? The timetable that you have. Or say it can be table of contents that you have in a book. Table of contents. Or say table of figures that you have. Or say even multiplication table, table of 2, table of 3, table of 4, multiplication table. So do you have this maze here in all these? No, you do not have. Or say timetable, this I said, or table the motion. Do you know what does it mean, table the motion? Table the motion means to propose something, okay? When you propose something, you say that you use this phrase, table the motion, okay? Or say table the exam. Now what happened? Because of the pandemic, what happened? The exams were postponed. They were delayed. So this postponement, this delaying, this holding back to a later date, to a later time is called as table something, table the exam, table the meeting, or table the interview, or table the marriage ceremony, or whatever. This can be anything. So that's why it's not easy, you know, to have the exact correspondence, because they differ from context to context. How do they differ from context? We can take another word, okay? We can take another word. Now I'm taking dog. I don't need to tell you the meaning of the word dog. You know the meaning, okay? Now, you know, I'll be telling you, a dog doesn't mean that dog. Okay, the dog doesn't mean that dog. I'm making cat instead of dog. But you understand that this is dog. Okay, this is not cat. Right? What is it? It's dog. So dog doesn't mean this animal. Okay, whether it's a wild animal or the pet animal, dog does not always mean the animal. Dog means many other things. For example, say, like what would you say? You know, the same dog, the animal dog here, does not fit in such expressions as dog days. Dog days. You know, because of the pandemic, what is going on? Dog days are going on. It's a kind of period of inactivity. People are not doing any creative work. Yes, you know, they do not have the same routine they had in the normal times. They had earlier, I mean, before the pandemic. So what do you have? Dog days. You have dog days. Dog days means a period of inactivity. So do you have that dog there in this context? No, you do not have dog days. Or to go to the dogs. To go to the dogs. What does it mean? To go to the dogs? To become ruined. Okay? To go to the dogs mean ruined, destroyed. Like these days, even this news is there on television and also there in the newspaper. And there's a hue and cry there in the newspaper about it. The economy, you know, the economy is going to the dogs. Or say, economy has gone to the dogs. What does it mean? The economy has gone to the dogs. That means it's ruined. The economy is ruined. So again, you do not have the same meaning, the animal meaning here. Or to dog one's steps. What is the to dog one's steps?
To follow.
To follow, yes, very good. To follow. To dog one's steps means to follow. Yes, very right. Very good. To dog one's steps means to follow. To follow someone closely. Like, you know, the thieves could not escape. I mean, if I use it in a sentence, the thieves could not escape because the police were dogging their steps. The police were dogging their steps. Or how would let sleeping dogs lie? Let sleeping dogs lie. We had this idiom there in our pragmatics. Let sleeping dogs lie. So, do you have the meaning of dog this here in this idiom? Let sleeping dogs lie. No, you do not have. What does it mean? Let sleeping dogs lie means do not disturb a calm situation. If you do, then you are going to invite some problem. Okay, so it's better that let the sleeping dogs lie the way they are. Or nobody hits a sleeping dog for that matter. This also you must have heard. Nobody hits a sleeping dog. Means if you are not very successful, if you are passive, then nobody would care about you. People care. People, you know, like envy you. People feel jealous of you only when you are a big shot. So nobody hits a sleeping dog. So what I'm trying to say that you know the same meaning doesn't fit in all the context. So that is why translation is not that easy. Translation isn't that easy.